Hi, my name's Gail. I'm 60 years old, and about 6 months ago I moved to Wuhan, China to teach English at a university here and to explore this beautiful country. Back in April, I went to the Yellow Crane Tower, which is one of Wuhan's most iconic landmarks. This tower is my new personal hero and my new role model because of its resiliency. The tower has been knocked down and rebuilt so many times. So as I toured through it, I was thinking about some of these really strong friends that I have that I've witnessed rebuild their own lives, including myself. So once you get to the age of in your 50s and 60s, a lot of us are going to be able to say this. So join me as we tour the Yellow Crane Tower. I'll teach you a little bit more about its history. And then also on my way home, I meandered and found some other cool places. So thanks for watching. The Yellow Crane Tower was originally built in 223 AD during the Three Kingdoms period. It was built as a watchtower, a military watchtower overlooking the Yangtze and Han rivers, and actually built right on the river where the bridge is now. After having rebuilt it multiple times over the centuries, they moved it up to Snake Hill, where it sits now overlooking that whole area. It's a very powerful symbol of resilience. The Yellow Crane Tower has been a source of inspiration for artists and poets across the centuries. As you go inside the tower, each floor represents a different theme, and I enjoyed strolling along each of the floors as I worked my way to the top of the tower. Wuhan is divided into 3 sections, and this tower sits in the Wuchang section. That's the oldest section, and from the top of the tower you can see all across, and then across the Yangtze to the Huanghelou side of the city as well. The city is so massive, I had no idea what I was getting into when I moved to this big city. It's incredible. From the tower, you can also see a second tower and a large bell. So after I toured all around, I wanted to go walk in the park and check out those other 2 spots. The bell, apparently you can ring for good luck. The park area surrounding the tower was gorgeous. The gardens were pristine, well manicured, and there were lots of different sections and a few different levels that you could go. The signage was very clear, and there were just beautiful sculptures and rock formations and classical buildings and a little stream. It was a really peaceful time. Although it was a Sunday and kind of crowded, I had such a peaceful walk, and I think I got about 10,000 steps. There were lots of little shops, and you could buy ice cream shaped like the Yellow Crane Tower. And when I went to the other tower, there was an art museum in there, a history museum, and an art gift shop in there as well. By this time, I had been touring for about 2 hours, so it was time to find a restroom. They were clearly labeled, super clean. I was excited to find a Western toilet paper and soap in the sink. And that whole park was just pristine. It was really impressive. Well, I'm heading out from the Yellow Crane Tower now. I spent about a couple of hours here today. Totally worth it. It was about 70 kwai to get in here, which is like $10. Had a great day. Thanks for coming along. Outside the park was also very vibrant. On the way to the park from the metro and on the way back, there are people selling things, lots of gift shops, lots of things to look at. And on the way back, I found some lights, and it looked like a pedestrian street. So I walked toward it because I was hungry, looking for some food. I happened upon Hubu Alley, which is a very famous ancient snack street. I didn't know it at the time, but I followed the crowds and went and found some dinner there. I got some lotus root and tofu, which was delicious. And then I continued following the crowds because it looked like they were walking somewhere. And where they were walking was the Yangtze River to watch the light show. So I ended up finding a treasure, two treasures, Hubu Alley and the Yangtze River. It was really fun and exciting. The Yangtze River is the longest river in Asia, and I think it's the third longest river in the world. It divides Wuhan's two main sections. Wuchang is the oldest section of Wuhan, and Huanghelou is another really old section. So Wuhan used to be 3 towns, and they combined it into Wuhan, Wuchang and Huanghelou. So the river divides these two. We were on the Wuchang side, and now we're looking across the river at the Huanghelou side. And every night, most nights, they light up the building so you can see a wonderful light show. And so I was thrilled to be able to watch this light show. I was so excited. After the light show, I wandered back through Hubu Alley toward the metro station. The Yellow Crane Tower has its own metro stop, so it's like so easy to find. And once you get off the metro, you see this beautiful tower. By the time I got through Hubu Alley, it was obviously night, so the Yellow Crane Tower was lit up and it was just gorgeous, and it was so much fun to see it in the evening. I'm looking forward to going back, and if you're ever in Wuhan, I highly recommend visiting the Yellow Crane Tower, Hubu Alley, and the Yangtze River. It's a perfect half-day trip. Well, if you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you so much for watching. One of my goals is not only to document my own travels here in China, but to empower other solo travelers, especially women over the age of 50 who are toying around with this idea, can I do it? Can I do it? You can do it. It's very easy to navigate around here in Asia, especially China. It's so clean, so well laid out, and I was very easily able to explore that area of town, and I didn't even plan it. It was really impromptu. So feel free to drop me a comment if you have questions or anything like that. I'm always happy to, answer any questions that people might have. And so with that, I want to leave us with a little bit of empowerment from the Yellow Crane Tower. Be strong, be resilient. We can always rebuild our lives, as no matter who tries to knock us down and what happens to us, we can always start over and rebuild ourselves. Shine bright, and I'll see you in the next video.